Perfect.
Yeah,
Look at
there
that.
you go. See, that's not even fair. That's not fair. And I see the games you're playing. Hey, welcome to another episode of All Around the 56, where we highlight our favorite local businesses along the 56 corridor. I'm Dan Beer Home Team EXP Realty. Today we're in Sabre Springs and visiting what really has been a long-time family tradition for us. We're going to one of my favorite eateries, one of my favorite bakeries, and that's Nutmeg. If you've been, you know, and if you haven't, come on, you're in for a treat. Drew, how are you?
Good to see you, Dan.
Good, man.
Welcome
Well,
in.
it's awesome being here. I literally feel like this was it's a family tradition for us, especially thinking about my 7-year-old boy. We would come every Sunday.
Yep.
So I'm excited to dive in and find out what makes Nutmeg so unique, so special, why you have such a loyal following, and have you introduce us to what you've built here.
Awesome. Well, yeah, welcome everyone. This is Nutmeg. We're a family-owned and operated bakery cafe. We specialize in local, organic, sustainable, and 100% scratch-made stuff. Come on, let me show you some of the pastries we've got.
Awesome. Look at this, man. I'm especially staring at this guy.
Yeah, our chocolate chip espresso scone. The glaze is made with our Kova coffee espresso. Really delicious. Inside the scone, there's chocolate chips in addition to a espresso, so it's really kind of gives you a morning wake-up call. It's a really fun one. Kids love the confetti cookie, and our staff favorite's the brown butter blondie. They caramelize the butter, kind of give it that nutty flavor. It's got pecans in there, and then top with a little bit of sea salt.
Awesome, man. So this is kind of what you get to see, and I always got to see as a customer. Can we take a look at the kitchen?
Let's do it.
Awesome. Let's do it.
So I wanted to give you a close-up view of how we make our French toast, because our French toast is something that people really love.
Okay.
We make it fresh every day, and we stuff it with a cream cheese and ricotta filling, which makes it a little bit different than most places.
Awesome.
So I'm going to set you up here and have you fill one.
I'm gonna fill
You
one.
ready?
Awesome.
So this is our bread and sea brioche. We soak it in a spiced batter. It's got ginger,
Awesome.
allspice, nutmeg, of course, cinnamon.
Okay.
Then we griddle it, and then after that, I'm going to show you how we take our knife, we cut it open, trying to leave a very small hole, and then from there, we take our cream cheese ricotta stuffing and fill it up.
There
Just
you go.
like that.
There you go.
And
Easy.
We'll heat that up to order, and as you cut it, you'll get the lava flow of the ricotta and cream cheese.
All right, so I'm gonna dive in and try to do it. It looks like you would choose about this spot here.
Yeah, that's about right.
All right, so the nice thing is I'm actually a chef by trade. Not at all. Not even close. I am. I've made cereal, and I was told I did it really well. So
That's why we see it so often.
yeah. All right, so I'm gonna squeeze this.
There we go.
Oh, I gotta hold
there
it
you
back
go.
here,
Don't
huh?
want it to blow out the back there.
And how do I know when I'm done?
When it looks kind of puffy and
All right, I think we're good.
yeah, they look good. Very nice.
All right,
All right,
so check that out.
you're hired.
All right, so
Well
where
done.
do we
So
go?
we're gonna heat this up now, and then we'll serve it with our fresh berry compote, and then we'll take a bite and see how it tastes.
Cool. All right, so while those heat up, we're gonna get back here with Drew, and we're gonna make a sandwich.
Yeah, this is called the Bombay. This is one of our most popular sandwiches.
Awesome.
A lot involved. Let me show you how it works. So we start with our bread and sea French artisan roll.
Look at that. All right.
Cut right in half. These are baked fresh daily. They come in fresh. So next, we're going to start with our curry apple chutney. So I'll let you spread that on there. This is made in-house, fresh Granny Smith apples, lots of warming spices, curry,
Look at
onions. It's got nutmeg, coriander, ginger, cinnamon, all the good stuff. So good slathering of that.
So there we go. Too much or just right?
No, there's never too much.
Never too much.
No, I've never had a complaint that there was too much.
All right.
That looks beautiful.
All right. Good.
All right, now we're
good.
going to switch. Now we go to the cream cheese. So the cream cheese kind of calms down the spice from the curry apple chutney.
I go up top?
No, you go right on top. Kind of make it into one thing. Let them live together.
What would some of the line cooks say about my technique?
They would say it needs some work.
Okay.
They'd probably send you to the dishwashing pit to.
Well, I don't want to make them feel bad, so I'm not bringing.
That's nice. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, there we go. Okay, next we're gonna layer our ham on there.
There you go. Why don't you finish that piece off?
So we'll try and scrape it a little bit thinner.
Oh, you really get into it.
Yeah, you don't have to be afraid. This bread and see bread is nice and chewy. It's got some backbone to it, so
Okay.
you'll be okay there.
Yeah, I was afraid the bread would rip.
Yeah,
but
we didn't want to break it on camera, but there we go.
Stayed intact. All right. Awesome.
There we are. All right, so next you'll layer that ham on there. Try and get the ham to cover the whole, whole piece of bread.
So. Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna take we call this our Bombay sugar. This is a turbinado sugar, so kind of like an unrefined sugar. It's got a bunch of different spices in there, nutmeg, ginger, cinnamon, all that kind of stuff.
Pinch or what?
No, you're gonna layer it on there, and you can kind of shake it like that.
All right.
You'll probably use about half of what's in there.
Half? All right.
Yeah, about half is the.
We're gonna go. All right.
Well
about
done.
there.
All right, next, you ever used one of these before? Light that up. We're just gonna torch it. We're just gonna brulee it, just like you would a creme brulee or a honey baked ham or anything like that. You might have to give it a couple clicks.
So I should do it just like when I make creme brulee at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Done it 1,000 times. So don't worry, the place will not burn down.
We've got a great sprinkler system, and our insurance said we were covered. So nice. You can leave it on one spot. We're gonna go nice and dark. Tilt it, get the angle up a little more. There you go. There you, you can see it starting to melt. And then yeah, slowly want to come across. That looks great. You're a natural. Well done.
Almost smells like when you make s'mores.
Exactly. You got that same sugar caramelization thing going on. So that's going to give it a whole different note of flavor that you wouldn't get in a regular sandwich where you're just throwing raw ingredients together.
Awesome.
All right, so next thing, we're going to close it up. We're going to send this to the panini machine, and then we'll fill it with some organic spring mix.
Let's go. So there it is. This is the end product. We literally just made this together, and that looks absolutely delicious. Take a look at this. So looking forward to that. All right, so here we are, and we're about to just dive into all this. But I want to say thank you for inviting me back into the kitchen. That was a lot of fun. And before we just get into the food, I'm curious about your vision for Nutmeg and where you see this whole thing going.
Yeah. So obviously, COVID kind of threw a wrench into our plans. Obviously, we had a lot of expansion planned, and the idea was always grow at a couple more units. Now that we're through this thing, it looks like we're going to be able to move forward with another unit this year, and hopefully another one the following year after that.
Are you going to stay in San Diego County, or are you going out?
Yeah, I think our business model where we find success is finding pockets that are underserved and bringing that North Park or San Francisco feel to a place that doesn't have it. So, up in this area, you don't have a ton of stuff that's not a chain.
Right.
And so we're gonna, we kind of identify those spots and try and move there.
Dude, that's really great. So where should we start? I suppose probably with the sandwich, huh?
Yeah, I think the sandwich is perfect. Our homemade chips, I brought some of our homemade chipotle aioli. That's all from scratch, super delicious.
All right, this is the Bombay, and it looks like the
French toast is coming.
It's on its way over here. Let's place it right here.
Yeah.
Jump into that in a moment. Awesome, thank you. All right, so let's give this a whirl.
Get a little heat from the curry there.
Just a great flavor. I like heat.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just a lot of wonderful flavor, and you weren't kidding. Like, no one's going to complain that there's too much chutney.
Right.
In fact, you should have dabbed a little.
You could have gone a little heavier, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great flavor. Awesome.
Glad you like it, man.
Well, let's. I'm just not gonna be able to wait any longer. So we're gonna go over to this French toast, and again, stuffed with ricotta, correct?
Ricotta and cream cheese, yeah.
Ricotta and cream cheese, sounding even better. And then you have this.
Yep, that's 100% maple syrup.
So let's see. We're gonna go ahead and drizzle that on.
There you go.
Awesome. And then we have on the plate, it looks like a raspberry.
It's a raspberry and blueberry compote.
Awesome.
And then a little streusel. Now our French toast is always available gluten-free, so we top it with the gluten-free streusel, so everybody can have it.
There you go. You have the ricotta.
I think that's the one you stuffed. It looks perfect.
Yeah,
look
there
at
you
that.
go. See, that's not even fair. That's not fair. And I see the games you're playing. Because you're calling it French toast,
Right.
which means you're going to blow out every French toast anyone's ever had, and automatically, right? Like everyone's gonna be like, "That's the best French." That's
That's
I
the
don't
goal.
I don't know what that is, but if it's French toast, it's the best I've had. I think it's something else personally, but it is freaking delicious.
Appreciate it, man.
That's awesome. It's just I love the and you can go one more.
Do it.
I love the just the balance between that creaminess, that warm center, and then
Right.
the crispy, because it's actually got pretty crispy.
Right. Yeah, it'll crisp up in
How
the
did
oven.
that crisp up?
Well, it's got the egg in there, so the protein in the egg kind of solidifies. We let it get a little crispy on the outside because we've got the sauce and the
awesome.
syrup and the filling. They all kind of counterbalance
Crispy,
each other.
soft, gooey.
Right.
Awesome. Awesome.
Glad you like it.
Guys, so if you're coming to Nutmeg, make sure you order that. It is, what do you call the French toast?
This one's the berry. Excuse me. We change the topping every week, so it varies.
Just get the French toast.
French
All
toast
right.
at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, looks like we have a wrap coming.
Yeah. We're
And-
gonna do the cob wrap.
In the meantime, I see that you guys are serving beer here now.
Yeah, so we've got our beer and wine license. During the pandemic, we were doing a ton of like beer to go and stuff like that, which is still, of course, an option. But we try and source all locally made beer and wine. And so we've got a lot of really interesting stuff. We've got some stuff, this hazy from Abnormal
Yep.
right around the corner, which is fantastic. Second Chance, we're really close with them through the pandemic. We were providing food for them so that they could continue to operate their tasting room. So yeah, we're big fans of local beer, and obviously San Diego's got a huge wealth of stuff to choose from.
All right, I'm gonna leave a little bit of room here. I've just had about 6 meals. So, let's,
Last but not least, certainly not least.
grab, I'm gonna grab a little centerpiece.
Yeah, go a
right
little
there.
closer. There you go.
All right, and the almond croissant. What's the fruit?
We get orange. There's an orange simple syrup.
Orange.
Yeah, we take the leftover orange pulp and peels from our orange juice that we
Yeah.
make a simple syrup out of it, and that's what we soak it in before we bake it.
Well, what I'm about to do to the table, you don't want to see. So, guys, I'm going to check out here. This is DN Beer. This is all around the 56. We're highlighting our favorite local businesses across the 56 corridor, and Nutmeg hits it out of the park. Love what you said, bringing that, urban San Francisco, North Park, South Park type feel right here to the suburbs. And thank you for doing it, man. You guys did a great job.
Appreciate it.
Yep, love it.
Great to see you.
Thank
man.
you.
We'll see you soon.
If you want more local content to see where the best spots across San Diego County are, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below.
Whether you're buying or selling, the answer is clear. Go with beer, the Beer Home Team.